Welcome back to IGN Live at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm Max Scoville, and I'm here with Venture Brothers creator Jackson Publick and Dr. Thaddeus Venture himself, James Urbaniak. I want to talk to you guys about Season 7, which people have been waiting for quite some time.
Yeah.
Right.
I think,
and always pointed out.
Yeah, no, I think people are frequently like, what takes so long?
It's just it's a kind of a little boutique operation that we have. There's only two of us write it, and I spend all year directing it. And animation just takes a long time. Like, you got to make stuff up. You don't just take a camera someplace and point it at things that are already happening. You got to make up everything that's happening on the screen. So
it also strikes me that the show is very it's very earnest. Like you pour. Like, it's not just some reactionary what's the topic of the week. It comes from somewhere.
It is. I think it's personal. I think that's why people like it and why it's really funny, because it's really a personal reflection of Jackson and Doc, his co-writer, and their point of view and aesthetic.
Now, what's going on in Season 7? Like, can you get us up to speed?
God, there's some of it playing on your monitor there. We should just watch it. It picks up like a day or two after Season 6, even though 2 years in our real human world have gone by. It's like we're finishing the story arcs from last season that we didn't finish properly. Yes. So
the season premiere is essentially a finale.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little bit awkward, but
we've done it before. But we're a little awkward. That's kind of our brand at this point. But yeah, so we're like wrapping up all this stuff for the Blue Morpho business with the Monarch and everything, and our characters are still adapting to what we did to them in the last season, which was move them to New York and make them billionaires. So everybody's like kind of finding their places. We just go deeper on all that.
Like ruthless with the characters. It's never and you've never been seem like you're locked in any kind of familiar patterns, which is always what made the show appealing.
That's good. Thanks.
But I mean, it's interesting.
That's what makes it appealing to write. To try to come up with new stuff
and to perform, for that matter, because.
James,
I think.
Yeah, how do you feel about the sort of arc of Dr. Thaddeus Venture?
Yeah, I think the funny thing with Dr. Venture and with other characters is that I don't know that they necessarily grow or learn, but they expand.
Certainly not him.
Yeah. But even with him, we see sort of different colors in him. Mm-hmm. I remember there was a great episode a couple seasons ago where he and Dean got into a scrape, and they just had some genuine bonding as father and son. Mm-hmm. And I remember reading that when I got the script and thinking, oh, this is nice, and this is sort of a color that we have in the scene. And there was just something tasty about that, as like a new flavor. Not that he necessarily became a better parent or even learned something, but that we saw a little more of his interior life somehow landing.
And he also does, he does have a soft spot for Dean. Like he's definitely put his hopes in Dean. It's like, oh, now Hank is like a write-off at this point. But Dean, like he'll call Dean sweetie and stuff once in a while.
Yeah, even if he's
creeps out.
Yeah.
Now, Venture Brothers, when it started, was sort of the easy comparison was like, oh, it's Johnny Quest.
Right.
It's rooted in spy stuff and science stuff. Yeah. And I feel like it's gradually veered into something more superhero-y. I mean,
sure.
Yeah. Not to put it in a corner or anything, but I mean, so has all other pop culture. Like Comic-Con was an anomaly when Venture Brothers launched. It was a place for nerds to go, and now this is the most mainstream stuff. How do you feel about that?
I think it's either we're geniuses who are way ahead of the curve, or I just feel good about it because like we're doing something that people will watch. I don't know. I mean, it's great. I think it's good. Superhero was always part of my DNA. It was all my favorite stuff before I made the Venture Brothers up as a writer for The Tick. And so maybe in our initial season I might have avoided being more superhero-y. Monarch was always a supervillain. He wasn't
True.
He wasn't like a science or spy. He wasn't Dr. No or something. So it was always in there. But I think we consciously didn't dig as deep on that stuff in the early seasons because I didn't want to do exactly what I did on The Tick. I didn't want to be, just that guy who does super,
Yeah.
Because what I did before The Tick was also like I did a superhero parody comic book when I was in college and stuff like that. It was
Yeah, you can't just be that guy.
training. Yeah, apparently I'm still that guy though. Now 15 years later.
So, is there anything, without obviously spoiling stuff, is there anything in season 7 you're just particularly excited about, both of you?
Well, I like just how Dr. Venture is getting a little more, or not necessarily more, but he's rediscovering his confidence and cockiness. And part of it is related to, in the new season, we further expand on what was established last season, which is that they're in New York. The boys are older, and they're not so, you might not say they're maturing, but they're getting new opportunities. So they're a little less under the wing of Dr. Venture. Dean's going to college, Hank is working and dating girls, and partially in dating girl, and so partially, yes, and using condom, hopefully. And because of that, Dr. Venture has a little more freedom. I think he's got a little more wind in his sails. He comes close to actually having some successes science-wise this season, though he's always thwarted by his own pathologies.
Anything, Jackson?
I mean, I'm still in it. I'm still making it right now. Like I'm editing the last couple of episodes, and I'm so, at this point in production, I'm so focused on just the visuals and everything that I forget what all the jokes are. I'm just trying to make sure I don't ruin them.
Well, the jokes
but I
hold up,
I
think, so.
Cool, thank God.
They're still there. You don't sand them off or anything.
Yeah, I'm excited about like some of the just environments and the visuals that we're creating because, you know, I wrote these things a year ago. Like I was excited about that part then, and now I'm excited about this part. But there's some gorgeous stuff coming up. Like there's a big blizzard in one episode that was just, visually weird. And
Cool. Well, I'm dying to see it. I'm long overdue for catching up and rewatching a bunch of stuff. And you guys take your time. And that I told you I'm behind, and you said, "What's your excuse?" So there you have it.
we gave you all the lead time you need. So
Well,
go watch those. You have what, 2 weeks left?
Yeah.
August 5th.
Venture Brothers Season 7 premieres August 5th on Adult Swim. This summer, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan is getting a brand new Amazon original series, and we've got the creators stopping by right after this. Stick around.